everybody? Chaos Gaming here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact Day 4 of Club Festival. Now, I'll give you guys an update on how I'm currently doing. I'm starting to feel a lot more better. You know, it's just with my nose, and that's it. That's the only thing that's still really bothering me. But the point of this segue of why I'm doing this is because if I could get better, so can the rest of these days of Club Festival. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below your overall mood and your overall score for today. So we're going to do the stage skip. We are going up against two red opponents. So real quick, I'm going to switch this to Shigaraki. Wherever the hell that man is at. There he is right here. And hopefully we're just going to be able to straight blitz this up to stage 9. We make it to stage 8. Okay, that kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? Better than us being stuck at a lower stage. So, we're going up against Kaminari, Hawks, and Jito. And then in the back, we have another Jito with Froppy on the side. Well, I guess they really didn't want to get rid of the Kaminari love. They really want to keep this man going no matter what. So, honestly, I think we should rock the same team we rocked yesterday, then. Let's just do this then, and let's get started. Hopefully, we could just, you know, keep stunning, because that's the most important thing with this Club Festival. You just gotta make sure that you're locking them up for free. Because if you're not locking them up, you're not having a fun time. Now, what is clutch about this is that Hawks, you know, he's not gonna have that free space that he wants to, because our Fantasy version 3 Raka is just going to be able to make sure that she is hitting her target no matter what. Alright, so let's get this started. 13k. We get the buff block. Wow, that was some beautiful damage. But, you know, for a stage 8, you would have thought that would have been a one-shot. But that's besides the point. Now that she is boosted, can she finish him off for free? I want you to finish him off, please. We got the stun. And he's dead. Alright, the threat is gone. Now it's just either Froppy or Hawks could be a threat, one or the other. They both are pretty annoying. But since we have... Hello? I was about to say, but since we have double AoE, it's not really going to matter. It all depends on who Momo is going to want to attack. So let's see. We don't get the stun off of nobody. If anything, we didn't really do that much damage. I'm not going to lie. Now that's the damage. That's what I like to see. Alright, so Froppy is down. Now it is just up to us to finish off the Jito. That's what we're going to be focusing on most of. But... now the question asked, which Jito? Do we go for the holiday Jito or do we go for the New Year's Jito? Actually, do we want to... No. We'll do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this because we're going to attack Hawks. Sadly, the only opponent that we can attack at this moment in time. 10k. 10k, but times 3. Yells at us. Yells at us again. Alright, we need to stop this monstrosity. Please, Celebration Uraka, do what you gotta do. Nope. Sadly, that did not go the way I wanted it to. Because then recovery, and then plus ultra. Damn, 30k? He is getting build up, but still, man. I don't want you to build up. Leave me alone. Again, I want to go after Christmas. 20k. Blue Rock, I'm gonna let your plus ultra play out once again. Just hoping for more damage. 6, yeah, baby, but no. Oh, wait, hold on. Please, crit. Yes! Okay, now it's just you. It's only you left. And honestly, you're not that much of a threat without your action skills being activated. So guess what? A 1 and a 2. What? About to say, what the hell? Are you gonna live this time? Please no. Because I think the damage taken restoration was active on her, and I did not want to heal all that damage back up. No way, Jose. Absolutely not. So for stage 9, now we are going up against Yo, what is up with Kaminari, man? Well, back to back? And then if you count yesterday too? Nah, the devs, I swear, it's Jito and Kaminari for the win for these guys. That has to be their favorite character in the game. It's not Midoriya, it's not Shoto. It's Kaminari and Jito. They are the low-key snipers for this game that they love so much. I'm telling you guys. Let's do this. We don't need to activate the AoE right now. That's okay. We didn't get the buff block there. That sucked. Alright, so let's just hope that for our girl Momo, she is she buff blocked or is she recovery blocked? Hold on, because that's what that really decides the difference right there for Momo. She's recovery blocked, so she's not gonna be able to recover this turn. But if Uraka could stun, which she didn't, now things are gonna get a little bit tricky right here. Oh no. This could be a quick GG's because we're not gonna be able to stun right here. I think we're just gonna have to just not even count on freaking Momo, to be honest. Yeah, she's donezo. But she goes out with a bang by taking out Frothy. All right, I'll take that. At least one character gone. Now we got Hawks in play, which Bakugo's search for the enemy effect is going to be gone, but he still has the effect of making it to where, you know, he is type advantage. That is the sucky part about this. So, honestly, again, just gotta focus on Kaminari, man. We have no choice. 8,000, 7,000. Sadly, we have no build-up whatsoever. I should have switched out Hawks. I know I should have, but I forgot. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just do my one attempt and then I'm out. Because it looks like Hawks has been countered at every single turn. Oh my god! That would have been knocking on death's door right there. But, you know, either way, he is still gonna die. But that would have been the turn that he died. The next character would have come in and they would have started taking damage. That would have been peak in itself. Alright, but he's dead. Now we have Momo here. If we can do a lot of damage to Momo this turn before she activates her AoE heal of damage, restore, take... You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. The last stand, all that, we're going to be chilling. Oh, we have no action skills this turn. Damn it. But she still doesn't have last stand up. If I could just get one action skill up. Okay, why one when you could get basically two? I'm not counting Hawks because Hawks is just buffing himself. And goodbye. Alright, so stage 9 is completed. We're moving on into stage 10. Just please, no Kaminari, no bull. Just give me something that's easy to do and that's it. Please. Just something easy. Easy. So Evasion, we have a character that's not gonna let us hit our normals, and then we have a character that's gonna hit us with debuffs. I mean, but with Momo in play, I think we should be okay. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe just switching off the Uraka and then adding somebody like Present Mike. Honestly, I think Present Mike would be clutch because with Hado activating the Evasion, there might be instances where the red Uraka might not activate hers. Yeah, let's switch out. Let's put you in here, and then we'll give you the support memory that gives a critical boost right here to give us even more damage. And with that being said, I should have switched out Hawks! I keep forgetting to switch Hawks out! Damn, I'm so obsessed with the character that I never want to switch him out. Alright, so we got hit with the charm effect, sadly. But that's not going to matter until we get to the EX stage. So who do we want to boost up first? I think we should start off with Present Mike. Then we'll do this to the AoE effect, and then finally we will try to get the stun off the red moment. Or should we focus on the Honori? No, actually, never mind. Hold on. We'll do the same thing again. We'll do this. But this time we'll focus on Kotari and try to get the stun off. Crazy that we're slow, though. I thought we would have at least a little bit faster, but I guess not. Any confusions go off? I don't think so. We would have heard the little, but we didn't hear it. So now we'll do this. I guess sucks that we're slower. I guess I should have just gave the 50% speed instead, rather than just trying to go mostly offense. Oh my god, are we gonna die? 15k. Luckily this turn they're not activating their plus ultras thanks to Present Mike coming in effect with that. Oh, actually, never mind. Because look what happened. Freaking everybody just gets it now. What the hell? What kind of bull is that? We were supposed to be chilling. Oh, no. Yeah. Present Mike was a bad idea. An absolute horrible dud. Like, there was no necessary need to bring him. Oh, why did this happen? Why? My second attempt, this is the team that I decided to build, going with double purple and one blue type character. With the setup right here, we are able to get our cooldowns very low so that we are able to activate active skills without needing the help of a character that reduces cooldown time, and also having evasion because no character on the team has bullseye. And then finally, our boy President Mike giving us the ability to crit so we could do extra damage. So now that everything is getting into play right here, let's move on into the actual fight. Hopefully this strategy works, man. I thought very hard about this for the last like 3 minutes, so this has to go into effect right here. Let's get it. Debuffing. I wish I had a line with President Mike as well, but I guess that's not being the case. Alright, so let's put everything that we did into practice. So we will start off with Endeavor going first, so we can get that plus Ultra Gauge boost. Then we will have President Mike going second. And then finally we will have Hawks going last, so that we don't get hit with the debuff on the very first turn. The next turn, we are going to try to make it to where we get President Mike as a last. Alright, we got confusion on both the enemies. Nice. That is something that we definitely need to go in first right there. Alright, so now we'll make President Mike the last on the skill chain. And then we should have plus ultras ready to go. Ooh, why didn't you just kill, man? That would have been perfect. President Mike, get your plus ultra. Please, President Mike, get your plus ultra. President Mike did not get his plus ultra, but guess what? Not gonna really matter at the end of the day because we're gonna make it that we have our axis skills back and then just kill. Kill. Yes! Thank you! The team is working like I thought it would! Oh, I just love when a strategy just works together, man. It's crispy, it's peak, and it's lovable. This Geodude's just absolutely useless. She has no yellow type characters on the team to help her. So 44k. We're gonna hit for a 63k, and then finally President Mike is gonna hit him for a nice 27k to finish him off for free. Hopefully we get President Mike to finish off the opponent right here, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who finishes it all. Right, burning, 8,000, and then 52k. Alright, so we have no action skills this turn. Wow, okay. Looks like our effect of getting action skills back ran down, which sucks, but hey, you know what? They got it on one character better than all three being alive. But this does show us that in the long term, this team is not going to work out whatsoever. So, I'm trying to think about what we should make for the EX stage. But ultimately, this is what I ended up building for the EX stage. Let's hope that this strategy just come into effect to make sure that we're going to be able to live throughout the entirety of this fight and give us the amount of points that we are needed. So, man, why are they doing this? Like, why can't they just make a good club festival day? I don't get why each day has to be pain. I just want to understand, like, why do they think that it is necessary for us to suffer every single day? I just want to know, because at the end of the day, it's just like, it's not fun. It's not fun to deal with this, man. It's not. It's just like, why do we have to struggle so much? I just want to breathe, touch grass, and go to Narnia. That's it. Is that so much to have? Is it? I've got confusion off nice on the Momo. So we're not going to get hit with that debuff that lowers our power and defense next turn. So we should still be chilling. Am I right? Oh no, she got out of it. That's a Hado, she got out of it for free. Oh, actually, if anything, I think we should be targeting the Hado more so than the Konari, because we do want to get type effectiveness damage going for us. Yeah, let's do that. 16k. 35k, nice. Alright, we dodged that, nice. So we're chilling. Alright, Momo is not getting her plus ultra, so it's only going to be... Oh, not even 2 plus ultras activate. It's just... Okay, never mind, it is just 2. Better 2 than all 3 of them activating the plus ultras at the same time, honestly. 11k, that's not really a lot of damage. They all get their evasion, but that's not going to matter for President Mike. 30k with the removal of buffs. Alright, she gets hit with everything in the book, and then 49k for Momo. Luckily, we do manage to live. That is the most important thing. And I think that the most important thing is gone now. Bye, Uraka. Sorry. I guess you weren't as effective as I wanted you to be. I'm sorry. Alright, now we have Midoriya here. Probably going to be able to give us some extra support going. Ooh, we get confusion once again. Nice. Alright, so now we'll buff you. We'll get the HP restoration going, and then we will hit you. She also got frostbite as well. 46k with a buff block. I wish it was once like she activated her plus ultra, but sadly that's not being the case. Ooh, we get all our plus ultras this turn. Nice, but they get 2 of theirs. Sucks. Sorry, but you don't get no buffs on that. Present Mike gonna hit you with a nice 44k. And then Momo hitting us for some damage. But we're gonna have the max HP help us out. And then finally Midoriya giving us some extra protection. There, my beautiful heals. Which, again, that's all we're gonna be activating, some heals. But now, they have the speed over us. They have the freaking speed over us. Oh. Now I'm hoping, like, Hado gets to activate her plus ultra this turn just for us to be faster. Any confusers? No confusers, okay. Okay, so one of them is activating the plus ultra. So this is going to give President Mike the chance to do more damage. We're on turn 8 out of 14. Almost done, almost done. 46k with no crit. No debuffs. Nothing happens to us there. And then President Mike didn't take damage to die. And plus ultras. Only Hados is going to be activating hers this turn. So she activated Bam, but it's going to go away right away. So goodbye. But a nice, yes, max damage, let's go. Alright, 60k from Momo. And then Midoriya with the lowest damage, 19k. Midoriya, I wish you could do like a little bit of damage. I'm not asking for anything too crazy, just a little bit, a little bit. I need to come like 1% through. Alright, we dodge that. Then Momo's gonna hit us with her plus ultra. Fine. Our stun though. Oh, why did it go to 1-time speed? I thought if anything my phone reached the peak of its end. I was like, oh well, that's where the lifespan ends, sadly. Right. 14k. Max damage once again. Alright, doesn't get paralysis. Thank God. Paralysis was the last thing I want to see. Alright, 2 more turns. Nobody activating the plus ultra this turn. Alright, but we do get the power down. That sucks. But that doesn't matter because the crit comes through for the max damage. 73k from the Momo. And then finally a 28k from Midoriya. Turn 13. We'll do this just to get the crit going. Just in case the power down does come into effect right here. Ooh, 12k. Nice. And we got the confusion on the Konari. And then for the final turn, President Mike, max damage, please, on this single action. And we'll call it a nice, beautiful video. Yes! Alright, so let's see our total score. What is it going to be? 170,000? Oh, okay, wait, my bad. I meant to go to 160,000 to wrap up day 4. So with that, that's where we're ending today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. Again, you can let me know down below your overall mood for day 4. Mine personally is that this fight is pretty annoying. And then your overall score. So with that, I'll see ya next time. Peace.